Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the second-year man Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills as they take on last year's #1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield, and the upstart Cleveland Browns. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. No score just yet in this first quarter of action, but we have the offense in the red zone as they've got it here 1st and 10. Here's the former #2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! 49 to Mike.
From the red zone now, Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
On the run, it's Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Alert, 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 alert! 49 to Mike, watch 49.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Check 31, check 31. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. You're not ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, they have to be... Okay, time to hop back into this one. It's a red zone alert with a 1st and 10 upcoming down at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns add on to their lead. This offense has been clicking pretty well here in the first half. They've got the sizable margin. Now can they add to it here with a final drive in the second quarter?
Let's get off the field.
1st down, Mayfield. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing, Mayfield. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Hey, alert 33.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield on 1st down. It's caught by OBJ. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Play fake. Mayfield steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Hey, Seam 6. Seam 6. You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not? Not a penalty. What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi's Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. On play action, Allen. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Joseph on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go. Let's it.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play...
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Spins by. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pass interference, defense.
Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The 30, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Bill. Touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark. No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies. Hauschka adds the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter?
180. 49.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely... The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing is Allen on third. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. William Hayes able to record his 5th sack of the season. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line... The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. Now Allen to throw on third down. And that's complete to Croft. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. This defense now trying desperately to hold on to this fourth quarter lead, but to do it, they've got to keep this offense out of the end zone. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they? They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyler Croft.
A big drive now for this offense. They'll have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they search for a late score. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll find Metcalf. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.